Yo guys, DVLR's back with another video courtesy of 41games.ca. If you're in the market to buy any sort of Yu-Gi-Oh products, go to their site. They have everything they're good for. If you are buying Yu-Gi-Oh singles, you can use code TVLR, check out, and you'll get 10% off. Today we are here with Mr. 9th place, Daniel. You guys have probably seen him on our channel. He's a regular. Okay, what did you do, guy? What did you?
I had the worst tiebreaker. And I was the only person with an X1 record that didn't make it.
Okay, what were you playing?
I played Spright. I got 9th, unfortunately, but
Did he? What did he?
yeah, like it's what.
Okay.
Honestly, it was just tiebreaker.
You want to get into the list?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's start it off.
All right, so we'll start off with the main, obviously. So I played Diva. Playing down the crazy, just super streamlined. This is just really nice because being a tuner to balance a hand trap with Hawk, and it's also insane follow up with Toad, which is really nice. Like it's just in terms of normal summon, just so insane.
Pretty good.
Yeah, like all the other ones give you good options, but
Pretty tasty.
yeah, especially for a streamlined basic build, I think it's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sick when it baits out hand traps too, because it doesn't actually matter.
Jeez.
And then I played the swap package, obviously.
No dupe.
Yeah.
Why no dupe?
Because I like to think that I'm a somewhat decent player.
It sucks.
And,
Just say it.
You could have said it,
It
but
sucks. Just
you
say
had
it
to.
sucks.
Yeah, I think Dupe's pretty garbage. Like
Dupe's just at home watching this video crying. Man.
It's okay. Graduating. It's fine.
yeah, Dupe just honestly just really garbage because like it's just another break that you don't need. It doesn't actually add anything to it. Like if Alpha becomes popular, sure, but also like the fact
What about
that,
Beta?
What?
No, fuck it. Continue.
Also, the fact that even if they do have that line, the fact that it makes them waste their battle phase on it too is just already honestly really good because if you live, like you have so much just push. And yeah, Dufra is just unnecessary.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the two little packages. And then of course, the namesakes of the deck, Spright Blue.
Pretty.
3 blues, 3 jets. And then I played 1 carrot, 1 red.
Why not two red?
So after the regional, because it was like the first weekend it was legal, right? Like it was mainly just a test session. That's why I want to go streamline it as possible. Now I would definitely play a second red for sure.
Of course, yeah. I think that's standard now.
It might be. It might be. I could definitely see it just being like a player preference thing.
Okay.
However, the second carrot, I think I might try it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they are good for your eyesight, so.
I'm not seeing the point here. Anyway, and so honestly, it was just nice just to have as different names to search with blue like that comes up just as free bodies to special and just having one in deck was also really nice. And I played against a good amount of back row too. That's probably the bigger reason.
Like Eldritch and stuff?
Yeah. Like I played against Eldritch, Draco, you know, Despia, shit like that.
Draco?
Yeah.
What is that?
For real.
That's gross.
Shout out to Mr. Scott's barber friend.
Damn.
And yeah, so like the second carrot came up, the second red for sure, and I definitely want to test out the second carrot. And then yeah, these are obviously really nuts.
Okay.
So,
2 red and 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's thinking about it.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna try those out.
Thinking about
And so yeah, that's
Some monsters?
yeah, that's basically what makes the deck Sprite.
Yeah.
And
Here's
then,
the Coke part.
so I have Gamma. Gamma's absolutely insane.
So nuts.
Dude, it's the absolute knitter.
What if you draw driver? What it is?
I'm taking control of the wheel, bro.
What it is?
Cause yeah, Gamma's just so nuts, you know. Like Gamma's Gamma. Honestly, no point in explaining it. It's just really good.
High impact. It's really good.
Yeah, and also like something cute in this deck is if say you have a bad hand and they go standby face something, generally shift to game 1, right? If it's Thunder or whatever, and you Gamma it and you full combo because of that. That's the best when that happens.
It's pretty sick.
Yep, and then 3 Crow.
Oh, you like Crow that much, huh?
Yeah, I figured Spright was gonna be super popular, and it's really good against tier as well.
How was it?
It was actually really good. I really liked it, even against trap decks, which would be primarily Eldritch now.
Well, yeah, it's amazing against all.
Yeah, it actually has a lot of utility, believe it or not. And then yeah, just hitting swap frogs, any tier names, and even against decks that are still trying to scythe you can just. This is another way to stop scythe.
This is true.
And it's also really cool as a draw for turn 2. Because when they tribute Toad and try to bring him back, you can just get rid of it. It's really good right now, I think. And then I played 3 Ash as well.
Okay.
Ash is just like very solid overall, as it usually is. Like, depending on lists I go in the future, I could definitely see myself cutting it if I want to go more power cards, more power card heavy. But yeah, it was solid.
Okay.
And then I played 1 Ogre. So
Why?
the reason I mained one is because I didn't think Spright was gonna be popular enough to main it. Like, and it's just so garbage against
You were
tier.
like, just in case.
Yeah, exactly. But I do have E-Telly as an extender, so I want to have the option as to summon an interrupt as well.
True, yeah.
But I'll be honest, it never came up.
Of course. It's always how it is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for the monsters. The move on the spells. 3 starter, of course. It's insane.
The starter?
Yeah, it's nuts. And like, especially you go draw phase, it plays on Droll, plays on Valor.
This guy.
Like, it's dirty. It's dirty.
It's filthy.
And then, as I said before, triple
But you have to take
E-Telly.
life points, eh? Don't forget.
Yeah, and what's really cool about this is
Did you ever forget? Don't lie.
no, of course not.
Did you ever forget, bro?
I've never forgotten anything in my life.
Can you zoom in? Did you ever forget? Tell the truth. Okay, you didn't forget.
What's really nice about starter too is since you're almost always summoning blue, you're always.
Continue. What are you
You
laughing?
fuck it up?
No. Keep going.
Anyway, so because you're always summoning blue, it puts you on 69 life. So that's a nice little joke.
69. That's that one number.
Anyway, and then moving on to the triple
this?
E-Telly, as Afterly mentioned.
What is this?
Mixed ratios, huh?
Yeah.
I might just end the video now, to be honest. Okay, guys, that's everything. See?
So honestly, like, just something Gamma off it was just so insane. Or being able to bounce Gamma to set it up with Lambda, it's just so nuts. Like, even with it, like, I just having this for the Gamma, even without Ogre, like, it was just so insane. E-Telly was such a great extender. Like, it might be like somebody even had an idea where you can play fusion to help bring
What
out,
fusion?
Like, level 2.
Whoa.
What did you say?
Whoa.
What kind of fusion? I heard something else, I think.
That out.
And so that's
What
a
I-
nice level 2 extender as well. And it's
It was French, guys,
at
French.
Fusion. So it's pretty cool applications there, which would serve the same aspect as E-Telly. And then I also played Triple Dark Ruler.
Of course.
So this is what I mean by if I want to cut Ash, just to focus more so on these cards, which might be the way to go. I'm
You're already
not sure
main
yet.
decking it, though. What else would you put in?
Like Super Poly.
Gee,
Probably.
don't do that to me. Take it out when you're facing me, please.
So yeah, Triple Dark Ruler. And then Triple Talons. This card's just nuts.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah, like honestly, you barely even use the effect to draw. You just look and just take another hand trap out and keep going.
This guy's nosy.
Or you just take their stuff and
This guy's a thief.
pop off. Like, it's nuts, especially in the mirror, like taking their elf or whatever. Like, it's crazy. And then for the last two is a Call by Smasher, for obvious reasons.
Got her on Smasher.
Yeah, Smasher's pretty insane.
It's smashing.
Yeah, and then obviously Call by is sick. So that's the deck. It was 40. It was a clean 40. As I said, I just want to go as basic as possible. There's
love to
nothing
see
really
it.
crazy about it.
You'd love to see 40.
Uh,
All right, what are you going with first? Extra deck?
Yeah, and then we'll go extra deck. So very standard, double Spright and Toad is basically what you're gonna go through every game. It's absolutely insane. It's just nuts.
What are
It's
you gonna do if they ban
ridiculous.
Toad?
Sorry?
What are you gonna do if they ban Toad?
Bro, honest.
Okay, let's continue.
Just go to play tier, I guess.
Go to game 2. You were about to say go to game 2.
Go to game two. So yeah, they're like this really good. And sometimes if you have E-Telly, then you'll go E-Telly special blue, make plays like that. And you go health just to bring out Diva, so that when you negate with Toad, you can add Diva for it to just have an insane follow-up.
Sure.
So these are just the bread and butter you always summon.
Okay, let's see the jam.
And then I play Gym Buster
Jeez.
and Catchark.
Oh, you play Catchark?
Yeah. So for the regional, this was an access code. I took it out because honestly, access code came up once.
Like you played Access Code at the regional?
Yeah, so I play access code at the regional, and it came up once, and like there's so many times where I had to either starter or gigantic Sprite, and I'm like, I just wish I had a little rank 2 that can do something similar. And Catcher just came up so often that I decided to just put it in over access code.
Okay.
Cause yeah, it just like just not stop, just kept coming
Plus
up.
he's cute, so.
Yeah, and it's like gold rare before it got ugly, so
Oh, so true.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Zeus package, of course. Just any deck that can play Zeus should. It's absolutely ridiculous.
That's a good card.
Sky Cavalry's effect is so insane, especially since big bodies are actually kind of a problem. And then obviously Downward for the extra Zeus Sun. And then for links, it's 2 Elf, Hawk, Lambda, and then I'll talk about those later.
We'll get to that later.
So yeah, 2 Elf, obviously it's just insane. Third one would be ideal, but it's like you'd play so many other cards before you play the third. And then Hawk is obviously really nice for the search a hand trap line, or it helps make Spright 32 without having to make awkward plays. So it's like a throwaway link too, kind of. And then I play Lambda. I think Lambda is really good. I definitely wouldn't cut it. It's just like such a nice option to have. And
It makes Gamma not bad.
yeah, it makes Gamma even better than it already is, which is just so nuts. So yeah, and like what's a cool play too is like you can have Lambda, and then you Gamma your opponent, and then you smashes the Gamma away, and then you search the other Gamma to deck then. Like it's kind of cool plays. So that's it. And then for the last 3 monsters, it's the Dark, Almirage, and Virus. So Dark is just kind of like just a good like extra 15th slot kind of card. It's pretty good. I probably wouldn't cut it. Comes up, especially in the mirror, to take blues, or like even against tier, you try and play through things. Or like especially after the Drake's Dispelling, make your guys level 2, and you just have to link it off, and you go into this. You can take their level 2 Merlee, and then take it with Dark, and then overlay for Spright. So it's
That's actually a sick line.
yeah, it's a lot of cool utility.
But don't ever say Merlee in front of me again. I hate that name.
Yeah, just make sure not to detach Merlee for Spright.
Miru, it's Miru. It's still Miru in my heart.
And then these, so Almar is obviously really good if you decide to play around Ogre. But also the biggest thing is just make swap a one line combo, 1 card combo. Sorry. And then
Explain this, bro.
sorry.
Explain this.
Yeah. So this was a niche card I was testing with an old buddy pal of mine.
So what does it do for people that don't know?
Certain guy off camera.
Me? I don't think it was me.
And we were just testing out the mirror, and we noticed because it is kind of annoying to deal with bodies over 2K. We were thinking, especially if you dark ruler, you can dark ruler them, but unless you're going for a Zeus line and they don't plus off it, it's very rare. So it also cuts off a lot of lines you can potentially do. So this is really nice because in the mirror, you can, if you dark ruler them.
So what does it do, bro?
Yeah, so basically it's a 23 body.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. Like,
There's a lot of text there, so I just assumed.
no. Its effects are completely irrelevant. In the mirror, you just dark ruler them. This beats over Toad, so that they don't have for next turn, or you can beat over Red, or just anything. Like even Winda, you can beat over Winda.
He's a
and, like,
stud. He's beefy.
yeah, for real. And but like I'll be honest, like, so I didn't play the mirror, surprisingly enough. So this didn't come up in that. And any other application, like the reasons I played it for it, those reasons didn't come up. And
That's always how it is.
yeah, so I'll probably try and find some space for a couple super poly targets instead. And obviously, this guy's probably gonna come out.
Okay, not against me though. Okay, next. Side deck, right?
Yes, side deck.
Let's see it.
It's 3 twin,
Jeez.
1 Pinkertops.
Ooh, Pinkertops fan.
This was really just a 15th card. I just didn't know what else to have.
How was it though?
I mean, I never drew it, so.
No comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then twin is self-explanatory, and then I played 2 ogre, triple cherries. So it was cool being able to play cherries again. It would have been cooler to draw it. And,
But what is this? Yeah, I don't know if it was good or bad. I didn't draw it. So let's
yeah,
move on.
but also like super.
Very informative deck profile, dude.
So this is definitely what I would cut for Super Poly, just because there were so many matchups where like it's just so generic now. It's just so much better. And cherry, like I said, I never played the mirror, and I was thinking it'd be cool against side decks when they hawk you, but that didn't even come up. It was just like a lot of like Despia decks, like, you know, like
Yeah, best deck.
shit like this just doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And then Ogre was, I didn't want to main it, but
I had decided.
I figured it's still good enough to decide. Honestly, I probably would cut it too.
Are those comments?
Yes.
I didn't even know they came in comments.
About the structure. How do you not know?
And
I don't even know where I am right now.
yeah, and so yeah, it's unfortunate that these didn't come up, but like at least now I know it's just not worth playing.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'll probably just cut it for some other cards in the future.
Like what? Give some examples.
So yeah, Super Poly for sure.
Yeah.
That was guaranteed.
This guy's a big fan of Super Bowl. That's what we're learning here.
And then I'm not 100% sure. I don't think Alpha is that great.
Evenly matched?
I already so spoiler.
Oh,
actually.
spoiler! My bad, guys. My bad. Skip to this time. No, I'm joking.
So I don't know. I would definitely have to put some thought into it. Perhaps some more backer removal, since like
Perhaps.
I feel like that's the deck's biggest weakness. But yeah, definitely a lot of room to play with.
Sorry for the spoiler, my bad.
And then pointer.
Jeez, yeah. Okay.
We're going first.
Of course.
And of course, evenly, like you said.
How was that evenly? Like, I'm curious about evenly myself.
So evenly was pretty solid.
You would use it against decks that didn't really have negates, like tier or brand.
Yeah, so it's nuts against tiers. Like it's the nuts. It's absolutely crazy against tier. My main application was using it against Exo Sister.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess if that comes up,
Yeah, so it was pretty good. And like,
shout out to Martha.
yeah, like I just didn't play enough matches going second where I would want it. So, but yeah, like this card I think has a lot of potential in the future.
Okay.
And of course the pointer. So I didn't, again, like with the other card, I just didn't draw this.
Did that ever? Oh, you didn't draw it. I was gonna ask, did that ever lose your game in time? That would've been fun.
No, like, well, I mean, you're fucked in time regardless that's what it winds down to, because starter takes life.
If you open start, if you start with starter.
Weenies, too.
So yeah, and you
Winnie,
guys,
generals.
yeah, it's by like,
But the pointer was good.
like in theory, it was really good.
In practice, though, we don't know.
Yeah, probably like, but had I drawn it in practice, like the one time I drew it in practice, the rest of my hand was so nuts, and my opponent bricked anyway. You know
Didn't
what I mean?
matter. Yeah.
Yeah, but like just hitting Dark Rulers and Sphere modes, because I got Dark Ruler all day.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I got Sphere moded, like all that, and they just
Lava
being-
Golem?
I mean, they have both, honestly.
Lava Golem?
Yeah, so
big
yeah,
fan of Lava
this card was really good in theory, and it probably wouldn't cut it. Also, just having that extra push on top of everything else going first is just really good. So yeah, that's everything.
What are those face down cards?
Some
Oh,
tokens.
tokens. That's the deck for a while?
Yeah, that's everything. And of course,
You have any shoutouts?
yeah, mandatory, bro. Not even a profile if I don't do shout outs. So shout out to my sponsor,
At the pan?
Salino.
Okay. Can I panhole it? Go back.
Go
Let me-
back.
Okay, yeah, continue.
Shout out to him, and we have it on record, by the way. If I make top 8 at the next regional, that,
We now have it on record now that he's putting it in the video.
Yeah, if I make top 8 at the next regional I play in, I get Shinto Gold.
For those who know, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you GNO, you GNO.
And then, of course, shout out to all the boys, Team VLR.
What about the girls? No, I'm joking.
There are no girls. Boars ZB.
Shout out to Boars, of course. Can't forget Boars. Wouldn't be
Boars,
here
man.
without Boars.
Oh, absolutely.
Not even the guy that was testing with you all night before.
Jeez, I was a little mad.
Bro,
I was a little
He
salty.
gets a shout out in my heart.
I wonder who he's talking
What are you
about.
talking about?
Who's this guy?
Shout out to Matthew Sinadure.
He said the full name? He doxed him. You guys look him up on Facebook, Adam. He accepts you.
You guys want to like mail me things?
But no mail
Yo, if
bombs.
you guys want to send us any fan mail.
No glitter bombs, please.
Okay, yeah.
I'll open it here. Any other shoutouts?
Well, honestly, shout out to me for making it to the point.
Ugliest guy of all time.
Shout out to my mom and dad, bro.
Okay.
Shout
I
out
think we're
to-
cutting it off there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think about Daniel's profile down below. Peace.